I cannot believe like there was a time when I just sat at home and the guy was just going to school and getting his degrees. Like I have no idea what I was thinking at that time. But I know many of us, like women, we go through things like that, especially when we are young. Like when we are young, I was young and stupid. Yeah, like I was young and stupid. But I am so glad I didn't waste a lot of time in that relationship, even though I did, because I can say like I spent like most of my younger years, my 20s, being in that relationship. And this person was going to school, getting his degrees, and he sold me this idea of like it's not a priority for a woman to go to school. And I even used to say that. I used to tell other people that. Can you imagine that? Like I was brainwashed and he was going to school and we were not even married. He was my boyfriend. Like, what was I thinking? Oh, when we are young, we are stupid. We are so stupid. What was I thinking? He went to school, became a nurse, an LPN, an RN. I was there. I was always there. Providing support, emotional support, always there. You know how sometimes it can get so lonely in this country, especially if you don't have family members around. Like, and then when you have that one person, it's like the person is the whole world to you. So I think that is what I was to him, and it was giving him like that stability to focus on his schoolwork. You know, he was just going to school. I would just sit at home doing nothing. And to think that I came to this country because of that person, you know, yeah, I didn't have like the documentation that I needed, but at least I had my work permit and I could have done something. But because of the fact that he sold that to me and I was so young and naive, and he was way smarter than me because he knew what he was doing, and I obviously was just going in the whole thing based on my emotions. That is the problem with us women. Like we forget everything else that should matter. We don't even see it. We don't see it. Like sometimes it's right in front of us and we don't see it. I just felt like I was young and pretty. You know, he wanted to show me off to his friends everywhere we go to. You know, sometimes I will even see him off. I'll go to school with him and sit in the library and wait for him until he's done with his class. I'll be all dressed up, made up, and then I'll be so full of myself in front of his classmates, feeling like I was better than the girls. We were in school, we were in nursing school. I'll be feeling myself, not knowing that they didn't look dressed up and all made up because they were focused on their schoolwork. Nursing school is not easy, and I thought I was a superstar. But where am I today? Some of those ladies, they are nurse practitioners and all. They are running businesses. Breaking news, and I have nothing. You know, just thinking about this, I've been so stupid and so foolish. Like if you are in this kind of situation, please, you better leave right now. Like if you don't see it like he wants you to win as well, oh my God, you are gonna regret this. Like I was so fortunate that God kept speaking to me and telling me to leave that relationship. But that has been the hardest relationship for me to leave. Like, people always say leave, leave, leave. That it's not that easy to leave, especially if you find yourself in a kind of situation. Like, it's not easy to leave. Have you met a smart man? Have you met a man who is smart? Like, he was so manipulative, and then he would show me some kind of love. I don't know if it was even love, and I felt like, oh my god, this guy cannot live without me. Like, I'm the best thing that ever happened to his life. If I leave, he's gonna be rude, because he will come crying, begging, making promises, start calling all of my family members. But I now realize that there are men who don't care. They will go to any length to just keep you, to just have you stay there, because they don't give a damn about what people think about them. Because he didn't care that he did all of those things when it was time for him to quit. Like, he didn't tell me he was ending the relationship, but I could sense that something was happening. I could sense that this guy was about to leave. Because now, all of a sudden, he became an RN, and he didn't want to keep going to places with me. Like, I'm telling you, he was a travel nurse, and he would take me to everywhere he was sent. Like, we would go to everywhere. And there was this time, his company was trying to send him to, I think, North Carolina or something, and he didn't want to go with me. That was when I knew that something was up, and he was behaving strange during that period. Girl, I had to do something. Like, I had to think of something, and I had to leave. I had to leave. And you know what the crazy thing is? He left me in that house where we're living. It was a big house. It was an expensive house, and I just sensed that this guy was gonna abandon me here. And then when the rents are gonna be due, what am I going to do? Fortunately for me, I had someone that I called, and my flight was paid, and I left. And once I left, this guy kept calling me to come back. Can you imagine? Like, if you're in that kind of relationship where you know that this is not the right relationship for you to be in, you keep leaving and you keep going back. You keep leaving him and you keep going back. Like, that is what was happening to me. Like, I would leave and I'll go. I would leave and I'll go. I knew that this was not the place for me to be, but somehow I felt like I needed to be with him. I felt like he was the only one who knew what I needed. I felt like I was gonna feel like he had sold this thing in my head. Like, it was so implanted in me in a way that I was so afraid of everyone else. I felt like I could only trust him, but deep in me, I could not trust him. And then I was also scared of trusting other people. And then I looked at him like, okay, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. But I wish I knew. So if you are in that kind of relationship, I'm telling you, he's going to school, you are home cooking, cleaning, providing support. You know, he always has someone with him. He's never alone. I'm telling you, girl, you should get out of that relationship. Like, you can make it on your own. Like, you can survive. There are people out there who are gonna want to see you win as well. We're gonna be supportive. They're gonna respect you and appreciate you. Because I'm telling you, I got the highest disrespect I ever got in my life in that relationship, and he would disrespect me, and he'll come back to me and beg me, and I'll go back to him because I felt like I was helpless. Please reach out to people, reach out to friends, and tell them your situation. Do not let pride make you like die in that kind of a relationship, because that was my own issue. I didn't want people to know I was going through something like that, but I was dying in there. I wanted to figure it out on my own. Please, you have to leave before you regret it. So if you've ever experienced something like this or know anyone who has been in this kind of situation, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and let's talk about it. Like, I want to know how you dealt with it or how it was. Like, it's crazy. And please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, so that you get updates once I upload another video. I'm sorry, I'm so congested in this video. It's so cold here in Houston. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.